Aloha Taurus, and welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. My name is BriaBogatin, and today we will be doing your monthly November tarot forecast as I am chilling in the spare room of my home. Nice and comfy, which I know my fellow Tauruses, because I am a Taurus moon, will appreciate. I'm feeling a little extra lazy today. I don't feel like getting all done up and sitting in front of the altar. We're just going to sit right here. Okay, so you can check out your sun, moon, rising sign, or really any placement within your birth chart in regards to these videos. Down below, you can find the information to my Instagram and my email. Also down below, if you would like to support my work, you can send me a tip or a donation with the links down below. Okay, Taurus, so the first thing that came to my mind when I see these cards is you guys are going to be entering some uncharted territory in the month of November. And it's really important that you speak and take action from your heart space and from the most genuine space within your body. That's what's going to allow you to successfully navigate this path. There's a sense of authenticity that you have within you that can really allow you to shine this month and create something of a great nature that maybe you didn't expect to come from this uncharted territory. Okay, so the first card you are receiving is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles can be a card of distraction and not fully acknowledging something that needs to be acknowledged. So when we look at this card, we see this person who is perfectly balancing, juggling, whatever, these Two Pentacles. So that can represent maintaining the status quo at work and home, keeping up with friends and family, keeping up your appearances. But behind there is that raging sea. And this represents the energy of festering. So because this person is so focused on these pentacles, which represents the physical aspects of our lives, our everyday activities and stuff like that, he is at risk of being overwhelmed by this festering energy, this festering situation, that if he just took the time to put down these pentacles and take a look around, he would be able to deal with in a much easier way. Okay, so this card is telling you, especially with this being an ocean, this is all about your emotional, spiritual state, your emotional, spiritual well-being. So don't be distracted by what is happening in the physical, that it takes away from what is occurring within yourself. And also, if you feel like, oh, that's just no big deal, or, oh, I'll just let that slide, don't do that this month, because you will find that situation will come back around and it will have a harder bite the second time around. So it's like, take care of things when they need to be taken care of. Okay, and also don't be distracted, but also don't give your time and energy to things that aren't benefiting you in the way that they should be, because at the end of the day, he's like dressed as a jester or a fool, right? So don't fool yourself this month, Taurus. Don't give your energy when there isn't something that's being reciprocated. Are you being used in some sort of way within those around you or within your workplace? Are they not acknowledging you for the ways that you should be acknowledged? What is going on that you may be made a fool? And also it is like propelling you to not pay enough attention towards what is most important, and our spiritual, emotional well-being is what is most important in this life, right? So then you are receiving the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this can be a card of romance, but honestly, with this theme of like the ocean back here, the cup suit representing the element of water, I really feel that you guys are being asked to move forward. Like, wear your heart on your sleeve this month. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Even if it doesn't work out in the way that you anticipate, your vulnerability is going to shine in a way that you will not expect. You're being asked to offer love, offer healing, offer light, even if other people are not doing so. This is not the time to fight fire with fire. It's like if someone has an issue or something comes up, you offer the genuineness, the authenticity, the truth, but the compassionate aspects of that. You are receiving the 5 of Swords. The number 5 is a card of transitions, but this can also be a petty energy. This is like, this can be arguments and nuisances, competition. So if you kind of see what's happening here, you're being asked to handle this situation now, deal with it now, and deal with it in a very loving way. Do not fight fire with fire. The 5 of Swords can also be things not working out as you had hoped. Again, stepping into unknown territory. Maybe you thought, maybe you had this perspective, let's say last month, that if you kept going in the trajectory that you were going in, that you knew what would take place. You had an idea of where things were heading. And I think that this month you're going to be thrown for a loop a little bit, and some things are just not going to work out because your path is being molded very specifically, and you're meant to act from that intuitive, compassionate, empathetic space more so than the rational, you know, the logical. The masculine energy. You're meant to step more into that femininity and express your truth and your aspirations, your intentions from that space. Okay. And so because of that, you might also find that some people are not meant to be in your life, that some people may feel envious towards you because of that. With this imagery here, it's like this beautiful energy, this intuitive healing energy is heading into this kind of chaotic, you know, they're dropping the swords. This guy's got a weird look on his face. Like, what's he doing? This is the number 5, which is a challenging number. And it's like, you are, you know, you're being the peacemaker. You are the white light in this situation, especially. You are offering the love and healing. You just got to keep in mind that that might piss some people off, you know. Some people want to be agitated and argue and, you know, have this strong need to be right. And you're going to have the strong need, and the way that you should approach it is, I have the strong need to not to be right, but to heal this situation and to work through it in some sort of way, in a way that works for all of us. Okay, so then you are receiving the 10 of Rods. With this card, this is another card of having to be a little bit more vulnerable, okay? Because if you see this imagery where he's keeping them rods up like that, it kind of looks like he's trying to protect himself from something, right? But there's no danger around. So this is very much telling you that there's no need to be afraid. Know that you are protected always. The 10 of Rods is representing some sort of finish line. So I would say that by the end of this month, you will have a lot more of a clear mindset, a clear pathway. But I do think a lot of things this month for you guys are going to be up in the air. And don't overexert yourself. You know, don't stress yourself out. This card is like, stop being a bag lady. This can be stress-related health concerns. It's like, let things lie where they lie and focus on the healing. Okay, so whatever this situation is, you know, this card kind of was the opening to that, right? The essence of you're doing great within your work, you know, keeping up appearances, but you got this festering energy here. And whatever that is for you, know that it actually is a very spiritual, emotional thing. And that is how you should be approaching it. Don't stress yourself out. Don't overthink it. Allow yourself to be vulnerable towards what spirit is telling you and what your inner self is speaking. Honor your inner knowing during this time, and that is how you'll be able to navigate this path. Okay, Taurus? So I hope you all have a beautiful month.